Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie, for those who don't know me, reviewing Ready to Love Season 9, Episode 4. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. I'm just realizing I have not pulled up my notes. All right, here we go. So Tommy tells the ladies that they are going to do intimate dates this week. Not intimate in terms of sexual, but like a sentimental intimacy. Take the men to your job, which is wild, your home, or a place that means a lot to you. Also, he introduces a new guy whose name is Justin. Honey, Justin is cute, eh? She's clapping.
I'm 34 and I'm a physical education teacher. For me, dating has kind of taken a hiatus, but I'm here now. I want to find love. Y'all look very nice. Nice to meet y'all.
Tommy do all right?
Yeah. You did all right, Tommy.
Okay.
Justin reminds me of Christopher from the last season. They definitely have like the same aesthetic. He seems like a sweeter version. Not me tugging on the wig in the video, child. He seems like a sweeter version of Christopher, but like, yeah, Justin is a vibe. I definitely like him. So Alexis, Rashina, Lamar, Will, and William have a group date. It's at a basketball court because Alexis is a referee, and apparently refereeing means a lot to her. Rashina has a conversation with Lamar and Will. It is very evident that she is feeling neither of them.
My relationships have always been 3+.
Now we're talking. What?
Let me clarify that. 3+ years.
You know Lamar.
I'm not really attracted to them in that sense.
Who you choosing?
Well, I ain't choosing either one of y'all.
Honestly, I don't blame Rashina. Lamar has been problematic from the moment that we saw him. Honestly, I'm still surprised that he's in this process this long. Crazy. And then with Will, I mean, personally, I haven't seen any like alarming behavior from Will, but I do get the sense that he wouldn't be able to handle a personality like Rashina. Rashina has a like very dominant, I'm here, can you handle me, yes or no? Excuse me, type of personality. And Will is just not that guy. He's just not that guy. And it's interesting too because Rashina then has a date with Justin. They go on this whole puppy date. Not gonna lie, Justin, your dog is unruly. Okay, your dog is unruly. I don't know if that has anything to do with you as a puppy parent, but interesting. The conversation between her and Justin was a lot softer, and I was like, okay, Rashina.
Riley. Oh, man. I've spilt my drink on myself. Somebody hold my drink. It was a huge distraction, but we managed to move forward in our date. I've made peace with the fact that maybe I won't have kids one day.
I do not want to have any more kids, but I am open. So hearing that put me at ease.
I'm thankful for this opportunity to like meet somebody like you. And,
yeah.
You know, have little good times and whatnot. So
I am too.
Like I said last week, it is not our obligation as women to make men feel comfortable. Not at all. I did like seeing Rashina soften up in Justin's presence, which just goes to show you, honestly, a lot of the times when it comes to like men looking for quote unquote submissive women, it's whether or not you are submittable. Are you submittable? Because I feel like a lot of women actually have the capability and desire to want to be submissive to a man. And not this toxic submissive thing that all these people are talking about on social media. I literally mean like the biblical type of submission. But you have to be a man who is submittable too, right? And it seems like she senses more safety, vulnerability, comfortability with Justin than she did with Will and Lamar. Going back to the group date, we have a William and Alexis who have a conversation, and honestly, William might be the best catch of this season, which is such a blindside to me because I never saw that coming.
I've been married before, but I did both of those for the wrong reasons. You know,
Everybody should be allowed to have failures in life as long as you learn from them. So thank you for being honest with me about it, though. I think some people, you know, shy away from their truths.
His career was giving unstable, very much unstable before. You know, he's got a part-time job here doing a comedian on the other side. Is how sustainable is that? I don't know. The 3 kids, 2 baby mamas, and whoa, it's a lot. But of all the men, he's been able to get the deepest with the women. He's the most vulnerable. He seems the most emotionally mature. He seems the most humble too. Some of these guys think their shit don't stink, and I promise you it does. I promise you it does. I really enjoyed watching William this episode. definitely the front runner for me when it comes to the men. Lein has a conversation with Tommy and she lets him know that she's going through some family stuff and then just might need a little break from the process. Honestly, because they're so early in it, I don't think it's an issue at all if she would have just left, which is what she decides to do ultimately, right? I do have a question though for you guys. Because we know that life and love waits for no one, would you still proceed to like date or be in a dating process if life was lifing? This is a question for y'all. I'm not saying that Lein should have stayed, but sometimes I wonder, like, in dating, like things in life are still going to go awry and whatever. So it's like, if things in your life are not panning out well, are you gonna shut down all the dating? I hope what I'm saying is making sense. Do you get what I'm saying, Anisha?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Chaz opens his home up to Justin, Alonzo, Vanessa, Patrice, and Kashia. Whew, a lot was going on in this date. Justin was invited by Patrice, which is interesting. You know, she likes a younger man. She's made that very clear. But before the date actually gets going, Kashia and Alonzo have a conversation to bury the hatchet.
I want to apologize if I've offended you or made you feel like I didn't understand you at all.
I think we were fighting to be right. I accept your apology. I have no malice towards you at all.
Now, they both say that their conversation went a little bit left because they both were trying to fight for power in whatever dynamic that they have going on. It's definitely toxic. I don't know why they want to start fresh. I think that's what they said they were gonna do. Don't waste your time. Honestly, don't waste your time. I think it's clear that they would clash in a relationship, so why go there? Not quite sure. Justin's presence isn't really rubbing all the men well, and even with that interaction, Vanessa is still into Chaz.
My granddad used to be the mayor of Winstonville.
Hey, bro, why are you leading with that?
Huh?
Why are you leading with that?
I don't even know you, dog. But I let him have it, you know? I feel like we was just kind of sizing each other up.
Certain men need a lot of reassurance. I don't feel like that from you.
I don't feel guarded. I don't feel like I need to, like, act a certain kind of way. I'm just glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here, Chaz.
Something about Chaz doesn't sit well in my spirit. And it's interesting because my friend here, Denisha, doesn't even watch the show. But as soon as Chaz pulled up, she was like, he's giving liar. Something about Chaz just doesn't work with my spirit. It just doesn't. However, Vanessa's here like, oh, Chaz. Okay, girl. Hopefully he doesn't embarrass us because, I don't know, Chaz, I don't know. Maya's now going on a content creation type date for her brand with Lamar, was it? Lamar's on his free time again, and I just, grow up.
See Maya here modeling and showing what she doing. I was just kind of eager just to spend a little time with her, man. I don't have a type.
You don't?
And if you go back and see, like, there's a pictures of every woman I talk to, you're like, how you talk to
They
her?
all look different.
But physically is very important. I'm a sexual person. That's how I move.
Yeah.
You better find out how to please me.
With a normal excitation.
I don't need another woman, but you better do something.
Lamar is actually so disgusting. And it's not even the fact that adults can't talk about sex. You can absolutely talk about sex, but the way that it's on the forefront of your mind all the time, I'm actually starting to think that you don't be having the sex that you claim that you're having. Because, no, seriously, if you are having sex frequently,
You'd be content.
you would,
Ain't nothing to talk about.
ain't nothing to talk about.
Just walk around with a smile on your face.
Hello?
Period.
You just walk around pleased, but he's constantly asking, do you do this? Do you that? Are you freaky? When are you down? 3-somes, 4-somes, 10-somes? Like, sir, it's giving, I don't really get that much play. And so I gotta make it seem like I get play. And it's definitely not translating the way that he wants to. Yeah, anyways, Maya has another date with Jonathan, LaRon, and Mika. They want to know if the men are ready to settle down. LaRon is definitely not. Jonathan, I don't know about Jonathan.
I even want to be the husband where, like, okay, our kids, their friends come over, you know, we cooking and grilling for them.
Yeah. Calling you party boy and stuff.
Nah, I do other stuff too, yeah.
My last relationship was 2020, so.
Was that with your wife?
Yes, ex-wife.
But when we talked, I thought it was just like your baby mom.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You never said wife, though.
LaRon, he says, you know, he's ready for the wife, the kids, the all that, but I'm sorry, until your life is indicative of that, it's just words. You go out every single day. I haven't really seen him get vulnerable with any of the women up until this point. His lifestyle isn't conducive for what he's saying he wants in the future. So I don't believe him. Maya believes him for whatever reason. She was saying like, oh, we look like a power couple. He was like, yeah, we look good. You make money, I make money. This works. Well, there needs to be more than that, but okay. I mean, if you like it, I love it. And then with Jonathan, at first I was going to question Jonathan, but honestly, I questioned Mika, because I said in the previous episode that Mika to me seems a little bit standoffish with the guys. If you're not Dominique, she's not giving you the time of day, right? So she's upset at the fact that Jonathan omitted the information of his ex actually being an ex-wife and not just an ex-girlfriend, a baby mama, whatever. How does every other woman know that he had a wife but Mika? That's the part for me that I'm confused by, because it seems like every other woman is aware. So I'm thinking, Mika, are you not listening when the other women are talking about Jonathan? Are you not asking the right questions when talking with Jonathan? Jonathan does admit that he wasn't explicit about that information because he didn't want to scare her off. But I don't know. I'm looking at Mika a little bit like, you're not asking the right questions because you are one-track minded with Dominique and you're not giving anybody else a chance. We're on to the deliberation. We have Lein and, Lein chooses to leave. And then we have Kashia and Maya, who say that LaRon is their top. I question their judgment, but it's okay. Patrice likes Alonzo. Rashina likes Justin. Mika still wants Dominique, even though we didn't get to see Dominique this week. Alexis likes Will, and Vanessa likes Chaz. So at the bottom is Jonathan, Will, and definitely Lamar. Lamar is not rubbing the women the right way. He's not rubbing anybody the right way. Honestly, the reasons production is keeping him, I don't understand. I would love to know. And it can't just be for ratings because we don't like him either. But anyways, apparently Alexis has been speaking to Will. Is it Will or William? These Wills are confusing me. But anyways, she's been telling him about the things that the women have been talking about, and it doesn't sit well with Miss Kashia.
You in particular, Koisha.
First of all, my name is Koshia.
So
please get it right.
She in particular has a problem with almost every man. Will has never come to me in that way.
Nobody
what
said
I don't want to do is for this man. You
don't care what he
weren't
did
in
to you.
sexual energy. If you weren't trying to holler at me,
If you weren't trying to holler at me, back it up and slap the bitch in her mother mouth, she gonna have a problem. Because if she want it, she can get it.
I just have to say the lines that had me, okay? I just have to say it. Alexis said, men know who not to play with. She kind of ate Koshia up with that one because, yeah. And then Koshia said, it's not my fault you're built like a 12-year-old.
I missed that.
Oh, she said it. She said it. Wow. Ate her up with that one too. But this conflict is so unnecessary. So unnecessary. Koshia is like ready to fight at the drop of a hat. And I'm thinking to myself, honestly, if I was a producer of the show, claiming that you have this credible show for Black professionals, mature Black professionals to actually have, you know, a healthy dating experience, if I'm seeing this behavior of Koshia multiple times now, I would have to eject her from the process. And this is how you know the producers don't actually care about creating a safe dating environment. They don't care. Why would you keep Kashia in the process? She has now threatened to beat Alexis up twice. And now she's like flipped off for something that does not warrant this kind of reaction at all. Eject her. Eject her. What are we doing? Anyways, it's not even her time to leave. I think in the next episode, she's probably gonna go. She has to go. She can't keep staying. But the guys who are at the bottom are Will and Lamar. Lamar, it goes without saying. Will apparently is seemingly unstable to the women, so they're looking at him kind of sideways right now.
Few of the ladies feel you are a bit too much still in lustful energy. You mentioned to her that you were about to lay on the floor and go to sleep.
I'm not interested in no woman that are putting out energy or lies. You can't paint a narrative that ain't true. And I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna make you look stupid.
Maybe a little too risque. in some of the
What
topics.
do you mean by risque? What are we talking about here? I need people to be a little bit more open to what they really want.
I know you will find someone who...
Change your tone of voice.
Okay.
That's like I'm sitting here in elementary school. I want you to do this. Didn't do nothing wrong. Don't think I had enough time. I'm gonna finish my salad. I eat yours too.
Now, I'm not gonna make it seem like the guys can't be in their feelings about the criticism that they get, but I always watch the people's reactions when they hear criticism on these final dates. Will, immediately defensive. Lamar, immediately defensive. Why are these men that we're putting on the show, and as for the women, why are these men that you would want to date? Honestly. So any point of contention, you're just gonna wanna fight instead of talk, ask for examples, you know, further understand what the situation is. They just always want to fight, defensive. Nah, get these people out. I care. Will literally said, now with the women, he's gonna be on smoke. Why are you gonna approach the women like that? Like, that's not gonna work in your favor. At this point, just go home. Just go home. But anyways, we're gonna see in the next episode how Will is gonna conduct himself now that he's pissed off. Thank God Lamar is gone. It's giving creepy old man at the parties who you have to avoid because you know he's gonna grope you inappropriately. Go home, Lamar. Anyways, as always, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.